So let's talk about what the JAMO getting reinstated into the Detroit Lions. I think everyone is excited to see him get reinstated to the Detroit Lions. I think there's a segment of the fan base, a part of it, that is not happy with JAMO. They think he's a bust. They think he's garbage. They think he's not going to live up to the hype. And then there's another side of the fan base that is just so giddy to get this guy back, and they just think that he's going to just run all over everyone in the week he comes back. We're going to listen to Dan Campbell. I got my opinions, but I really want to hear yours. So put your comments in the comment section. I'll respond to them. But here's what Dan Campbell's saying he will be in.
Yeah, we just got to see where he's at, with football. I mean, this will be his first week back, and so we'll take it every day, see how he does.
He just says we'll see how he does. Now, this is the part where I really want to ham in on. It's the expectation of what they expect of JAMO.
On that side of the ball that have come up big for us, you know who they are. But no, I think that's just man. He just needs to come in, and I'm not worried about him working. He will, and it's just about polishing all the little things. And we also know if he does play, he can't play 60 plays. That's not smart. So we can't do that to him. So we'll see where it goes, and it's all about improvement. No different than the rest of the team, man. Every week we just got to get a little bit better. He just needs to get a little bit better, and we'll take it from there.
Dan Campbell say in that audio is very, very simple. He doesn't expect him to play a lot of plays because he needs to get more polished. And if you're looking at it from the real standpoint, I know a lot of people that are the Detroit Lions fan base, they don't look at it realistically. There's a segment of the population that wants a kid to be a bust. There's a segment of the population that thinks he's Tyreek Hill. It's in the middle. It's never on both sides. It's in the middle because we haven't seen this kid play enough NFL football to really gauge what he is. And we haven't seen enough of him healthy to gauge that he's a bust. So either side of the coin, he kind of sounds stupid. I think people need to temper their expectations because if we're talking about Jameson WIlliams and coming back from his suspension a little bit earlier than he expected, I think they're going to ease him in. I think game by game it's going to get stronger. I think by the time you get the Monday Night Football against the Vegas Raiders, I think they'll ramp it up. But ultimately, in the next 3 weeks against Carolina, Tampa Bay, and Baltimore, I could see them edging kind of like, we're going to get this guy in a perfect position. We're going to make sure that he knows his routes. We're going to make sure that he does the right things. It's a lot different knowing the playbook. Like if you know the playbook on paper, fine. That's one part of it. When you're a wide receiver, when you're a tight end, when you're a running back, there are certain expectations that come along with the job. And one of them is knowing your quarterback and knowing what he likes. A lot of times, if you watch it on foot film, Sam Laporta is always in the right spot. And you see with Amon-Ra St. Brown, too, he's always in the right spots. So that's kind of like what the Detroit Lions generate themselves on. And a lot of teams, there's a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL. And the good ones are on time. They're on time. They're on time. They're on time. And if you get just a little bit thrown off, it could go the other way. We've seen it with Jared Goff before. I mean, we see with a lot of quarterbacks when they get thrown off their timing. If a wide receiver gets thrown off his kind of route a little bit, it can be an interception the other way. So what Dan Campbell is basically saying in that audio clip that we played, that Jameson is going to have to learn his routes to a precise motion because it's one thing knowing the playbook. It's another thing being precise in your route running. I think a lot of people overlook that. I think a lot of Lions fans think that he's just going to come against Carolina and just catch 3 touchdowns, and that's not going to be, that can be further from the case. I think the people that think that Jameson WIlliams is a bust, well, we haven't seen enough of him in the NFL to classify him as a bust. Let's just be honest. I mean, we knew what we were getting when we drafted him with the injury. We did not know he was going to get suspended his second year and miss 4 games to start the year. But that's just the reality. So now JAMO has a shot to prove himself once and for all. This is a team that's 3-1 without him. Okay. So the biggest thing that JAMO could add to this team is a deep threat. And if you add a deep threat to this offense, you're potentially making this team from just a good NFC contender to a Super Bowl contender in a hurry. Because what JAMO is going to do if he lives up to the hype, is there's going to be a safety over top of him. It's going to open it's going to open the field up for Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's going to open the field for Laporta, Gibbs, guys like that. So if JAMO is good, it's good for the Lions. If JAMO isn't good, the Detroit Lions were 3-1 without him. And I think that's what Dan Campbell is basically saying in that clip that I just played you. We will see you guys in the next video. I'll see you in the next video as we break down more Lions stuff. I'll have my game preview for the Carolina-Detroit game probably out tomorrow, so stay tuned to that. I will see you guys in the next video.